Last year, I wrote a fake story on Facebook that was so zany and out there that it was featured on the Didn't Happen of the Year awards.
Do you want to admit it now?
I don't know, man.
In 2022, I wondered if I could do it again. Well, I did. Twice.
I've tried to message Vouchins, so basically, for anyone who doesn't know who he is or remember him, he's the guy who wrote the post that came in the final last year, Super Dry. So that was the guy who basically went into a Super Dry shop. He had a really weird interaction with a child, and yeah, but basically we brought him on the space last year. We interrogated him. We had an ITV News journalist as well who came on and questioned him. And eventually he admitted that it was a lie. But I think I've discovered a bit of a bombshell about a YouTube video he's trying to make about the Didn't Happen in the Year Awards this year. He doesn't know that I've discovered it. So I'm trying to get him on. He said he'll come on. Michael.
Cheers, mate.
Michael.
Hello.
Hello,
Michael.
How much did you hear when I was trying to let the other guys know? How much did you hear about why I wanted you on this so much?
Yeah, I think I heard enough.
So, are you upset right now, or
No. I was happy at the start of the year.
Do you have any reason to be upset? Maybe tonight? No. Your YouTube video
That's what
foiled in any way?
Upset.
No, not at all. Yeah, I never intended to win. It would have been interesting to win, but just really happy enough to get an entry in.
Would have been good content for your YouTube channel.
I wouldn't have got that many views, so I'm not too bothered about that. I'm just happy enough
if you pulled it off. To be fair, okay. So I gave a little bit of context about who you are and what this is all about. But I think the people listening has pretty much doubled. So do you want to just give a quick minute or so about who you are and why you're relevant to the Didn't Happen in the Year Awards and what happened last year?
Yeah, so I go by MJ is my sort of nickname, and it's actually nearly 2 years ago now. It was when I think I can't remember if I got a little bit confused when I was on the spaces with you last year, but basically I heard about Didn't Happen at the Year Awards, and almost immediately I was like, oh man, this is something I could try to get into, because I absolutely love your like account and just all of the absolute bants that it stands for. So I thought, I reckon I could come up with a story that could potentially get in. Like envisioning that maybe over the course of the year, I might get something in after several attempts or something. And so I think I literally just sat down, wrote something literally that just came to me as I put my fingers to the keyboard. And it got selected straight away. And yeah, so then I obviously held up a bit of a lie when I came up on the spaces and sort of tried to keep up the persona of Bolchandolski. And then, yeah, you guys ratted me out and I came clean, and yeah. That's it, really.
Fair, you had a good little YouTube video for it as well, which I gave a watch and I remember sharing, I think last January.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't remember what post that is, it's the Super Dry post. So I tweeted it maybe an hour or two ago. So feel free to find it. It lost in the final last year. Fast forward then. I believe I have. Well, basically, I've been watching you most of the year, but I know you don't know that, and that's very creepy. But I've kept an eye on your Twitter account all year. So in my head, speaking to you last year and watching your YouTube video in January, I thought this guy is quite smart. Didn't mean to get on the awards last year, but when you did, you had a proper game plan. You just slipped up a little bit, but you did a good job. So I thought this is the type of guy that would probably want to go a step further and maybe make another good YouTube video. So I kept an eye on your account, and I started to get the impression that you had maybe falsified a post with the intent of maybe winning the awards this year to try and get like I said, another good video, have a bit of a laugh, get on here this year. So I'm going to ask you a direct question and answer it honestly.
Yeah, I would.
Are you the author of the anonymous Facebook post that's just been knocked out in the quarterfinals, Switch?
Yes.
Yes! Fucking get in.
That is fucking quality.
Did you have any idea that I was onto you?
No, not whatsoever.
At any stage, even any, because I DM'd you earlier to invite you onto this, and I gave you maybe a hint that I knew a secret or two.
Yeah, I mean, I did message you before that though.
You messaged me what looked like a hint to maybe come on this space if we did one. And I would have been more than happy to have you on anyway, even if you didn't do the Switch stuff.
Yeah.
But then at that stage, I'd been suspicious. I kept an eye out pretty much all year, but I'd been suspicious now for about maybe a month. Do you know what the giveaway was?
Go on.
So I'm going to go through. Anybody who, you can do this with me, you can go on to at Vouchian Dolsky. I know that's going to be hard to spell, so feel free to go with me. Basically, I did a post on this account. When was it? I'm just scrolling through now. I did a post on 20th of September, which actually is stamping a crutch. It was when I first posted stamping a crutch. And somebody, I don't know if he's listening, Michael Woodman replied, just talking, basically implying that that tweet was a fake one. And you replied saying, yeah, you've got to be more subtle to get into them this year, like I have. so that for me, I was already a little bit sus. And then I read that and thought, okay.
You were suspect from reading that? No.
Well, no, you're already a little bit sus in my own mind because I thought you have the potential to do something this year. And then you pretty much gave it away there. But I think you said that, in my opinion, you were leaving clues all year, almost to make a better YouTube video and just say, our prank didn't happen in the Year Awards.
To be honest, I wasn't really. I am filming, of course, but I wasn't actually planning to do a YouTube video. I just wanted to write some funny stuff that people might find funny and enjoy.
Fair enough. So we got to so you gave, in my opinion, you gave it away a little bit. That said to me, you've already done the damage. So that said to me that you didn't do the stamping a crutch post, which is semi-anonymous. That you didn't do. I think Miss Kingston came after that, which was anonymous. So I knew those two were safe. So I looked back, and I wasn't too sure what it would be. Now, I actually, when I was picking the 16 entries for this year's awards, I sat back and thought, fuck, I need to not let Vouchin or Michael's post somehow make it into the awards. So I studied every anonymous post before putting it through, trying my absolute best. So you one up to me a bit there, because you got into the awards when I thought I'd excluded you. I thought you were the 6-year-old being breastfed one.
Oh, yeah.
So when I posted that a few days ago, it's basically saying I didn't put it into the awards because it was too obvious. That was meant to be a subtle little dig towards you, hoping you would read it.
Oh, okay.
And that you'd be like, fuck, I've got to try harder next year. So I only didn't put that one in because I thought you made that one up.
Okay. Oh, cool. Interesting.
So you've influenced the awards. So you've won up to me a bit there.
A 6-year-old.
What's that?
I said secretly Michael did actually breastfeed a 6-year-old.
Yeah, to be fair, it sounds like Michael. And then what gave it away that it was Switch was I noticed you kept replying to people when they were asking questions about Switch. You seemed obsessed with that entry. And then when I realised that had the potential to be yours, it was posted at the right time, it was everything added up, I realised. But by then, the awards had already started. And for the integrity of, obviously, the betting market, the integrity of just the awards, I just thought pulling it and replacing it wouldn't have made sense. Because ultimately, it didn't happen. So it's not like it's a fraudulent thing, but I knew it was out of the personality of the account. So you won up to me by getting it in there, but then I think I've just won here. I hope.
Yeah, I think you've probably won. Yeah. So I would say that I'll definitely try again this year, 100%. And yeah, I don't really much care about winning. I almost don't want to win because I think that would take a little bit away from it. But almost also don't want you to not include them But yeah, so obviously I will need to ponder about that this year. However, I didn't one-up you.
You've two-upped me, haven't you? You've done it twice. No way.
Yeah.
What? Oh, fuck's sake! What other one?
Well, can you guess? I reckon you can guess because I think it's like a fairly similar vibe.
Oh, mate, fuck's sake!
Oh,
how many times have you done it this year? 2?
Only 2. Yeah, I've got 2 in.
It's 32. He did every entry.
Oh, mate, imagine. Don't, because I'll probably just sell the account.
Oh, no, man, I don't mean to ruin it.
Mate,
I just want to
if you had
get
almost
some
like
bands
16
in.
entries into the final, I'd obviously be shit at what I do. Okay, so you've
No.
had another one.
Listen. None of the things that have been posted actually happened.
True.
Like, everyone's bullshitting. It just so happens to be that my 2 were written by someone who was trying to be funny and less so than people who are trying, like, fucking Passport, man. What is that?
So was your other one in the...
Is it stamping a crutch?
Stamping a crutch, yeah.
No.
Right, that's in the final. That would just throw everything into turmoil.
It's not do not vaccinate, is it?
It's not. Oh God, that was a good one.
Did it make it into the last 16?
Yes.
Sake. Okay. Hang on. I can't remember what we've had.
Is it Miss Kingston?
No.
Oh.
Okay, let me have at least one guess because they've had about 4.
There is. I will say that actually this was unintended, but there is an interesting. In fact, I should have said that this was intended. So last year I got into the awards by pretending to be someone else, and there is a sense of duality to that. With Switch, there is a sense of duality because Joy-Cons come in 2s, and cream eggs 1/2
each. Your cream egg. Oh
yeah.
Fucking. So you did that as well with the intent of trying to get.
Yeah, so well, but at the start of the year, I was like, how many can I get in? So I tried with those 2, and they both got in. They both like flew in really quickly. I was like, fucking hell! Like, how have I done this? And then I did have a 3rd attempt, like in probably April, which I tried like 3 times to like seed in, but didn't get in. It wasn't tweeted or anything.
So you tried more, but you only got 2 really onto the page.
Yeah, I tried 3 times.
That's interesting.
I don't want to sound sort of slightly abrasive with this question, but to be dedicating this much time to get into the awards, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, I was wondering if you're still with your girlfriend, wife, because you seem to have a lot more spare time this year.
Do you think it takes that long to write a Facebook post?
To be fair, I'm going to come to Michael's conclusion. I'm going to come to his defence. Sorry, is we're all sat on a Twitter space right now talking about who's going to win the biggest bullshit of the year. So I'm going to back him. But
I have a question, Michael.
Go on.
So when the posts are obviously being sent through, are you blurring out the names yourself?
So yeah, this is the other thing that I really wanted to mention. So when I got Switch in, I'm blowing out the names myself. When I did the Switch one, I did do it in the colours of like the standard Joy-Cons, and someone picked up on that, and I was like, that literally just makes everything worth it.
So
oh my god!
Imagine if one of the names on the Facebook post was actually Hello DHOTYA, and you secretly blurred it out. That would have been hilarious.
Don't give him ideas, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to try
we know what's coming next year.
Next year, I won't take the piss next year though. If I get 1 in, then I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm obviously gonna need to switch up the style, and
I like what you did.
It is hard. Like, it's hard to do because I thought the 3rd one that I had this year was like an absolute gem. But yeah, like I said, I tried like 3 times to sort of seed it in, and didn't get any nibs.
Just want to read out. There's a few people commenting on the thing. Someone wants to know your YouTuber name. What's your YouTuber name?
I don't actually know which account I'll put this on, but my biggest channel is Food Review UK.
Cool. So
I think that's the channel that the last one was on.
Just to shout out Alex King's comment, Michael, you need to find a new hobby, is what he's replied to that tweet.
I've got too many hobbies
that
already.
Michael is an attention-seeking weirdo. Gary Burns says.
No lies there detected.
I mean, JT says, haha, big up Michael, he's done ya. Which,
I've not done anyone. Come on, it's bullshit. It's bullshit awards.
Hasn't even done his misses this year.
It's all bullshit. None of it
If
happened.
anyone listening wants to come in and ask Michael a question, just request.
Or ask Big Rob a
We
question.
can get you in.
I
Big
reckon
Rob,
we could have great
or
fun
anyone.
with Big Rob. So we got that. Tell his knobhead to shut up. I hope that's aimed at you and not me.
I'm assuming that's about me, and my answer to that is no.
No, to be fair, I think a lot of people probably see it in the chat. I see it, even though ultimately you're trying to kind of prank, I guess, the account. Kind of.
I'm not. I'm honestly not. I'm not trying to prank you guys. I'm not trying to prank the account. Like the way I see it, it's like none of what you post has happened.
Yeah, no.
Like so, there's not. It's not like I'm winning. It's just as you guys know, I'm a content creator. I get such a buzz from creating something and then lots of people viewing it. So just the fact that you even tweeted it back in February or whatever, that first Switch one, I was like, and like all the comments coming through on that tweet, like the guy that picked up on the Joy-Con like bleep out and stuff, and like everyone like analysing it. It's just cool. Like to see people enjoying it. That's why I did it.
To be fair, I'll sometimes post things that I get wrong. So there are sometimes, like, I think Christmas Day, like I wasn't going to tweet it. The Prince George picture. So if anyone who didn't see, I think William and Kate tweeted about Prince George doing a painting. Now, sometimes I'll get a lot of tags. I got a lot of tags Christmas Day in that, and I looked at it in the morning and thought, or early afternoon, whenever it was, thought that's quite possible, maybe. And I got so many tags that I just thought maybe I've got the error of judgment here, and so I posted it. I think I went away for 20 minutes because it's Christmas Day and I wasn't sat on Twitter all day. I came back on and I got absolutely fucking roasted. Probably by some people listening. I got absolutely grilled. So, like, to be fair, sometimes I get it wrong anyway. So in your cases, I've kind of got it both right because it is bullshit, but also wrong because I guess the point of the account, ideally things released basically it's where somebody is trying to convince you it's real, but you're just telling them a liar.
Yeah.
So I'll get it wrong sometimes. I'll get it wrong at some point in 2023, but I try and take pride in the final 16 or 32 because that's where we're really trying to.
Guys, just going to say I'm gonna head out now. So it's been really good speaking to you again. Good luck with everything, and peace.
I'll see you this time next year.
Bye, Michael.
Maybe we'll see. Take it easy, guys. Bye.
Paulie, you're in.
Hello. I just wanted to say.